What's up, Christmas cocklords? My name's James Reeves, and you are watching Mailroom, alleged, supposed fan mail that I read and open. I hate doing it. Been a while since I've done one. I know that you guys are about to observe that. Been a little busy. Had a trial, then 2 weeks in Japan with my wife for Thanksgiving, which I love. Talk about that in just a second. Then 1 week in Austria, going to visit Glock, have a look at the Glock 49 and the new Gen 5 guns that are coming out. So it's been really, really tough to do mailroom. And also, I have to apologize. It seems like I went so long without going to the post office that some of your packages were sent back. So if that happened, send them again. I'll reimburse you for the postage. I'm really effing sorry about that. I just didn't know that they were going to start sending shit back. But everything's okay, man. I got my Franzia. I got my packages here. We're ready to go. I'd always kind of wanted to go to Japan, but the main reason that we went to Japan is because we got an awesome redemption. I think it was like 115,000 sky miles in Delta, first class, from New Orleans to Atlanta, Atlanta to Tokyo. Man, I was expecting it to be good. I wasn't expecting how good it was. Lindsay doesn't watch these videos, so I can say it. Lindsay's favorite trip of all time was when we, and that's her texting me right now, when we went on safari to Tanzania. If she asks me, I say, yeah, babe, absolutely. That was the best trip that we've ever been on together, when in fact, really it was Japan. We did Tokyo, Fuji, and then up to, and I can't pronounce it, but it's the oldest hotel in the world. You Google it, oldest hotel in the world, this thing pops up. It's in the, like they call it, like the Japanese Alps. And it's an onsen, a ryokan onsen. Ryokan being a traditional Japanese style hotel, tatami mats, manners, all of that. You need to have manners when you're there. And I'm like, oh my God, my mere presence, I'm probably offending these incredibly polite Japanese people just by being here and opening my mouth. And onsen, because it is a hot spring place. So it's like we had a hot spring tub out on our porch. It was effing amazing. Not a jacuzzi, Alabamians, but like literal hot spring water pumped into this massive tub. It was amazing. I made a little video of me and Lindsay. It's here on my personal channel, but you have to go to the travel playlist, travel video playlist. I don't make them public all that often. It seems a little braggy, maybe a little overshare-y. You know what I mean? Kind of like your aunt that gets on Facebook and just like, you know, your uncle just got done beating her or whatever, and like she posts about it, and you're like, all right, kind of keep it to yourself, Aunt Kathy. You know, like Uncle Randy's a little bit of a hothead around the holidays, we know. Awkward to post about it. So, and I'm not making light of domestic abuse, obviously. This is mailroom. I don't have to make these kinds of excuses. This is, you're sick for watching this. What am I talking about? Anyways, if you want to look at the video, I'll maybe put a link in the description, but I do have a playlist with a lot of unlisted videos from our trips. And you know what? I liked it so much over there, I brought myself a little souvenir. Today's December 26th, so for Christmas, I got myself a Subaru Sambar K van, K-E-I van. It's a class of vehicles, K vehicles that are super, super tiny, and I guess you get tax breaks or some shit like it, but I mean, they're just adorable. And I saw one for the first time in Ushuaia, Argentina, the southernmost city in the world. I saw a K van and I said, I've got to get one. So I found this one, Subaru Sambar, 16,000 kilometers on the odometer, even though it's 1992 and it's got the sunroof. That's a double sunroof. The front one pops open, the back one rolls all the way back. It's an incredible piece of engineering. I guess I'm trying to say I'm an incel weeb now, just like you guys. So we're gonna get along a whole lot better. Let's start opening some mail. By the way, think about supporting us on subscribestar.com. We give away $1,500 worth of gift certificates every single month to Top Gun Supply, and we give away $400 of gift certificates to Blue Alpha every month. You're automatically entered to win at the $4.99 level or higher. Plus, you're supporting us. We don't take money in exchange for positive reviews. All right, now I'm really opening mail. Obviously, I've got a whole bunch of it, so we're going to go as quickly as possible. This is from Christopher M. at Concealed Solutions Integrated, Spring, Texas. And he sent this on July 25th. Again, I'm a little behind, guys. Oh, love this. Nice little shitty italic font that came with his copy of Microsoft Word 98. James, big fan, hope to run into you someday, exclamation point, exclamation point. After watching your review of the Ruger LCP Max, one of my favorite summer carry guns, I wanted to send you one of my American-made handcrafted leather skinny pant approved pocket holsters so you can throw away that cheap China piece of crap that the pistol came with. I also included a skinny pant approved Giltech Raw 7. It's funny because I already have a Raw 7 in my pants. Rapid access wallet pre-production for my buddy Tyler. I wrapped it with Rawhide 7. Hope you appreciate hand-stitched leather. I don't. And if not, the Raw 7 is an awesome minimalist wallet by itself. I have several hobbies. Leathercraft and custom Kydex holsters are my passion. If you find yourself looking for a holster not made, or if you have a custom holster request, keep me in mind. Christopher Miskey, craftsman and proprietor at Concealed Solutions Integrated. If I don't remember to drop their link there in the description, it's Conceal Solutions Integrated, not concealed. Conceal Solutions Integrated, all one word, .com. Let's have a little look. This actually looks like a biker vest for David the Gnome. I'm not going to be using it, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and add this to the pot for this month's little giveaway for Subscribe Star. Now this I can get behind. Do I look like a stitched leather guy? Have I ever been to a country concert? Have I ever been to the Renaissance Fair? Am I a falconer? No, I'm none of those things. However, I will legitimately use this. This actually does look really nice, and I'm just giving you a hard time. This is not over the top at all. It's actually quite classy. You've been waiting 5 months, you poor bastard. 5 months and 1 day for me to open it. It does look really nice. Thank you for sending it in, Chris. Oh, God damn it. This guy again. Jonathan Wild. From a cabin in Montana, sorry about impaling one of your TFB riders. I promise I won't touch Nick's other cheek. From Wild Arms R&D. So, another manifesto. I swear to God, like having these books in my house is going to get me raided by the ATF. Like, my little house in New Orleans is going to go up in flames like a goddamn Waco compound because of Jonathan Wild sending me this shit. He made one of these things. It's like a Puerto Rican rocket launcher or something. And he, in testing it, actually shot Nick Chen, one of our senior riders, in the ass with one of these missiles. Thank God it was inert, I think. Really, I wouldn't have been that upset if you would have killed Nick. And in fact, you probably would have gotten a lot of views. But no, Jonathan, I break your balls. I really appreciate what you do. I promise I won't put this one in the neighborhood little library like I did with the Panzerfaust or whatever, the Man-Pads book that you sent along. You're a crazy guy, and I love you. Thanks for sending in another copy of your book. And I love the cover art, by the way, from Caleb M. in Hope, North Dakota. Greetings, James. I write to you from the currently hot and windy, although often frozen plains of North Dakota. No beer in this package. We already drank it. I'm a maker with too many machines and not enough sense. This is the product of one of my recent acquisitions, a series of stickers for your new range. There are some AR-15 sighting guides for different riser heights, customized crosshair targets to link to your Instagram, Dickens drill stickers for the indoor range. Feel free to use them all, paste them on street signs, whatever. If you need a refill or have constructive criticism, I can be reached at Meyer Micro Manufacturing, all one word, at gmail.com. A boring, more detailed explanation of the stickers you can skip if you want. Orange crosshair targets, they're half MOA increments on the rings. The exterior of the inner black ring is 1 inch or 1 MOA at 100 yards. The QR code is the link to your Instagram. AR sighting targets, designed to get your AR close to 100 yard zero if you only have a shorter range. That's actually pretty useful. Aim for the target point corresponding to your sight riser height. The 3 common heights are listed. Adjust until your bullet impacts the center of the target rings. It's not a perfect zero, but it'll get you close enough to hit paper when you're at 100 yards. That's actually really cool. And then the Dickens drill target, are we still doing this? A half-size torso target, hang it at 8 yards to simulate a full-size torso at 40 yards. Instructions printed on the sticker. This one's humbling, be warned. Yeah, it reminds me of Appleseed. I did an Appleseed course. It's a little fuddy. But in any event, they had something similar to this, but you would shoot it with your AR-15, right? Like you would set it up at like 10 yards or 20 yards, and it would be like a small silhouette target to simulate being at a further distance. So yeah, this is really clever stuff. Sure, it's a little bit boring, but sometimes the fundamentals and marksmanship can be boring, but you have to grind through the boring stuff to get good. Matthew M. from Woodbridge, Virginia. Like a true serial killer, handwritten note, shitty handwriting on a scrap of paper. This guy is sane, I'm sure. Sealed with a PSA sticker because my dumbass forgot to put the patch in at first. I don't run PSA. I'm not a poor. Cheers. Oh, here we go. We the people are pissed off. I actually saw this on a truck the other day. Super, super boomer. Holy shit. Here's a long one. Hi, James. Apologies if the handwriting is chicken scratch. It is. I turned 18 a couple of weeks ago, but my love for guns dates back to my early days in California. I know. I'll be moving to the recently permitless Florida in about a month, coincidentally not far from the DC Reeves regime in Pensacola. That's my brother, the mayor, the best mayor the city has ever seen. It seems he's been doing an excellent job thus far. He has. Google it. It's actually pretty amazing. He's got a lot of energy. He's very driven, and he has been doing a great job. I plan on driving out to your new range as soon as I get the chance. Really wish I could have been there for the grand opening, but such is life. Once I'm freed from the tyranny of the Commonwealth of Virginia, I plan on carrying a PF9 SSG-43 as the government has failed to recognize my right to purchase a handgun from an FFL. I also really enjoy building guns, plan on making my career in the firearms industry, included as a patch from my edgy Lolbert days. Feels like a lifetime ago now. I know, that is edgy. Hope this letter finds you in good health, ideally with whichever hipster micro compact is tucked away in your short shorts. Sincerely, Matt M. Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate it. Actually, pretty mature letter for being an 18-year-old. Thanks for the boomer patch. Bradley F. Oh, shit. This guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. Met you at SHOT Show. You were walking around with this shirt that was actually really effing hilarious. What's going on, James? I meant to send this shirt to you right after SHOT Show, but I had a lot going on. Loving all the videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks again for taking a picture with me and my meme shirt, by the way. I hope I can bump into you again at SHOT Show 2024. That's going to be in just a couple of weeks. That is Matt P. His Insty is at Gun Counter Operator. All one word, Gun Counter Operator. I know it's a meme, but it does mean a lot. I know I can be an asshole, but I actually do get a little bit emotional from time to time because sometimes I feel like I don't deserve to be doing this. But I'm glad to do it, and I'm glad for you guys, and I'm glad for you, Matt. Tyler H., Scarborough, Maine. We're going to Maine. We're doing Acadia for 4th of July this year. That's going to be another one of our national parks. We've been to, I think, 32 or 33 thus far. We're going to go to all of them eventually. James, I know it's a little weird to get typed out, but I'd spare my left-handed toddler with Tourette syndrome writing. I promise I'll try to keep this letter short. It was great to meet you, Hop, Luke, Austin, and Andrew. Shout out to all of them and the others at SHOT Show. I thoroughly enjoyed drinking shots of vodka and Red Bull off an escalator of a Denny's in downtown Vegas. Oh my God. Oh my God, you were there for that? God, I was drunk. That was my 39th birthday. Yeah, and we were doing vodka Red Bull shots and sending them down to people like we were on the strip in front of the Denny's, right by the Venetian, I guess, and pouring vodka Red Bull shots. We were sending them down the escalator and making people drink them. Like it was pretty, I guess, funny at the time. On to the sappy part. Firearms have always been an interest of mine since I was a kid. Same here. Before I joined the Army as an armorer, I've had a fascination and borderline obsession with firearms. TFBTV has helped solidify that obsession with facts, opinions, and articles not shrouded in paywalls or bot reviews from shady manufacturers trying to get an edge on their competitors. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the work that's put into each article on the website and the videos that are posted on TFBTV. Yes, even yours. I appreciate that you give back to supporters through your raffles and hosting in-person events and meetups when possible. For all that, thank you. You'll find a platoon shirt in the Maine Army National Guard State Unit patch. The shirt's for my platoon, the Armament and Electronics Platoon, also known as A&E. I wondered what that was. Of the 152nd Support Maintenance Company. See, I was hoping that you were just super into like Lifetime movies. Is that A&E? Is that what they do? Like the shitty rom-coms and stuff, like garbage tier stuff that my stepmom watches because she hasn't had a job in 32 years. The patch is just the state headquarters patch that all the troops who aren't recruiters or infantry wear. No beer in the package. You'll have to come to Maine. First one's on me. Maybe July. Again, we'll be flying into Portland and then driving up to Acadia. Cheers from Tyler. Big oof boyo on Discord. Thanks, Tyler. Seriously, I appreciate it. Again, another thing I'm undeserving of, but I think it's really cool when you guys send in patches from your units, what have you. And if you look at the patch wall behind me, these are the ones that are the most important, and they're all kind of focused towards the middle of the patch wall. So thank you. Riker, Bonnie Lake, Washington. This one sent 6th of July. Feels like a wedding invite that I definitely missed because it probably happened already. Ashley and Josh invite you to join them in Ireland, July 4th, 2024. Yeah, unfortunately, I'll be in Maine. That is 4th of July. You've been the bitch formally invites you. That's so funny. Either way, because it's either Ashley calling her husband a bitch or Josh calling Ashley a bitch. So I love it. I love Dublin. I'll be back in Dublin for the FSU game, the FSU Georgia Tech game next summer. So, or fall, or whenever it is, it's like August or September. I've already got the flights booked. I've already got the hotel booked. So we're going to be doing a little Dublin, driving all the way through Dublin, Athlone, Galway, Wild Atlantic Way, Cork, back to Dublin. So unfortunately, since I will be in Maine, I'll be missing this, but thank you for the invite. Love getting wedding invites from you guys. Another wedding invite, future Mr. and Mrs. Rogers from Rochester. Never been to Rochester. I went to that super old tavern in that village, that really snooty place where Paul Rudd owns like a candy store and lives there. That actually was really cool. We stayed at that old hotel where the tavern where George Washington, Beekman Arms Tavern, where George Washington used to drill his troops, and I mean, like drill them, military drill them. I mean, come on guys, get your head out of the gutter, you absolute perverts. And it's also allegedly where the fight started between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton that led ultimately to the duel. So cool spot. I don't know where that is in relation to Ellicottville, New York. This happened on September 30, 2023. Thank you for the magnet. This is very cute. I hope that your wedding was as lovely as you two are. Unknown user, country of Texas, from El Paso. I actually just went to El Paso for the first time. El Paso was cool. We did a couple of the national parks around there. Guadalupe Mountains, and there's like 2 or 3 of them around there. The sand dunes, we went and did all those. That was awesome. Again, guys, I've been drinking. It's December 26th. I've been drinking for like a week straight. I feel like shit. So I am definitely a little bit slow on the cognitive functioning right now. But yeah, whatever that town is that's in Mexico, that's right over the border. And Lindsay and I walked to that. We walked to the Kentucky Club, allegedly where the margarita was invented, and we had a shitload of margaritas. I got absolutely hammered. It was a wonderful time. And then we walked back under cover of darkness, pissed drunk, and customs somehow led us back in the country. Hey again, cocksucker. Unknown user here writing, it says cocksucker. From the greatest country in the world, Texas. God, I hate Texans. You guys are such douchebags. I hope you're ready for more bad grammar, Grammer, because I'm writing you another letter full of stuff that might get you a strike. Speaking of, would you ever represent me if I hypothetically killed a hooker and was charged with murder? Or if the Fed boys came to my door and we had a shootout just for fun? Would have to be pro bono because, as I said in my last letter, I'm not paid enough. If you were a U.S. Law Shield member, then, I just had to represent this guy, my first felony, not a conviction, it was a plea. I've never had anyone convicted of a felony. We had to take a plea because this guy, Oscar, you can look it up, but this guy, Oscar, got pissed off at a poker game and shot his coworker 21 times with a SIG P320 and an extendo over a poker game. And he was pissed drunk, and then he mocked up the scene to make it look like it was self-defense. So, I had to represent him. So if you can mock up the scene and make it look like self-defense, yeah, I guess I could represent you if you're a U.S. Law Shield member. Included in this envelope is a genuine U.S. Army patch I found on the ground outside my apartment. Enjoy. Congrats on finally doing a review on a Springfield firearm. The Echelon, I only watched like half of it because your channel's less than stellar. I won't be buying one because I'm poor, so if you want to send it to me, that's fine. Just make sure your fingerprints are still on it, please. Your cats are cool. I have one. He's fat. You should get a pet raccoon. They're basically cats except half panda. We looked into it. I would love to have a raccoon, but they said it's a little bit like having a 4 to 8 year old and they need attention all day or like you're all going to be miserable. So it seems like maybe if I were my stepmom and I hadn't had a job in like 30 years, then maybe I'd have a raccoon. Once again, I have your picture in proximity to real American heroes such as Ammon and Cliven Bundy, Lavoy Finicum, Gary Ridgway, and Donald J. Trump. P.S. I stole a whole sheet of stamps and I used one in this letter. Congrats, you may now be in possession of stolen government property. Oh no, Mabs, here we go, from Virginia. Hate this guy, one of our Discord moderators. All right, looks like Mabs did a little run. He's actually pretty good. He does this cutesy, dumb art. Looks like he made a little run of stickers. Dear James, sorry about that barrel. Have some stickers, Mabs. Oh! On the Pen 15, Mabs, as a joke, sent a barrel, and I forget what it is. You guys I know will remind me, you know, just some bullshit 223 light caliber that went extinct before the Pen 15 got built completely. So we had to buy a new barrel because I couldn't find any fucking ammo for this barrel that Mabs sent. So that was a huge pain in the ass. It's okay, Mabs. I love you, buddy. But yeah, he does, it's like Mabs art or something on Instagram, and he does little dumb shit like this, so go follow him, I guess. Mabs, I got a restraining order against you, buddy. You gotta stop doing stuff like this, okay? Appreciate it. There's supposedly nothing wrong with grown men buying Legos. That's a quote from me. Obviously, this man seems upset about it because he is one of those mental reversionaries, that like Peter Pan syndrome, buying Legos. You know, you're a grown-ass man. Can you imagine? You know what women want to see if they walk into an apartment and you don't have like a Porsche or like a 9-inch dick? The good ones, at least. Probably books, I would think. Maybe a little bit of like art or photography. Maybe like a tasteful hobby. But you guys that buy Legos and like proudly display them, you are the Elliot Ness of the unfuckables. It is amazing. Like, I can't believe, I mean, did you honestly think you could get away with such an inflammatory statement without repercussion from the AFOL community? A-hole community, your dim-witted demographic may be asking, no, AFOL, adult fans of Lego. Oh my God. This is like 1 degree above NAMBLA, come on. As a responsible AFOL, I feel it's my duty to show you Legos for people of every age and however many genders we're up to these days. Legos, unfortunately, not gotten in the business of making firearms, Beretta or otherwise, so this is the next best piece of Italian engineering that they have turned into a licensed set. Behold the Lego Lamborghini Countach. Countach? I know which one it is, right? You know, it's like the classic Lamborghini. I just have never known how to say the word. I mean, again, guys, at the end of the day, I am from Lower Alabama, basically, Pensacola, Florida. The epitome of 1980s excess condensed into 250 pieces of ABS plastic. Clearly, this set is not meant for children. Yeah, it is, dude. It's Legos. And I bet it's going to say, like, for 8+. And I'm probably going to give it to my nephews who are, like, 7, and they're going to love it. They can in no way grasp the implication of originally owning this vehicle. It had removable mirrors in the visors, for crap's sake. Wonder what that was for. Though the set did come with a driver, he doesn't deserve this car. No, that privilege goes to the smooth dude in the white suit. Lego officially calls him the yuppie, but I have dubbed him Little 80s James. Soon you and your plastic clone will be inseparable, holding his sweet ride up to the window while your mom drives you to the range, racing around the edge of the tub when she gives you a bubble bath, and ultimately falling asleep together, dreaming about the next day's adventure. You know what's funny is, like, this is what I think of as like the average life of an AFOL, an AFOL, if you will. Inside his briefcase, you'll find a single 1x1 white tile. Is it a stack of important legal papers? Or is it a key of Coke? That's the beauty of Lego. You're limited only by your imagination. Like any good dealer, I'll give you the first tip free, but then you're on your own to feed the addiction. Trust me, I'm sure I'll be fine. Lego is almost as expensive as firearms and narcotics, but with the added benefit that the government isn't actively trying to make them harder to obtain. Happy building. Don't f up the stickers. Zach, the Lego Maniac. Zach, the Lego Maniac. What a dickhead. Okay. All right. This is cool. Got little 80s James with a little cell phone, Zach Morris cell phone, and a little briefcase that, does it actually have the weight? Yep, got one little 1x1. I love it. I love it. This actually was me in college, so that's pretty cool. I will put this, you Velcroed it. I will put this on the patch wall. This actually is really cool. I'm breaking your balls, but I love it. Creative stuff like this, again, it gets me right here, guys. I don't seem like it, but I am quite a sentimental pussy. So this stuff means a lot to me. Oh my God. I called it. Lego 8+. 8+. Can't give it to my nephews just yet, but maybe next year. Maybe I'll tuck this away and somebody is getting a Lego Lamborghini Coon bag or whatever for Christmas next year. Oh, cool. TFBTV. James Buster Reeves. And then look at that. I love this koozie, and with my energetic knife slice, I sliced a effing hole in it. Send me another one and I will pay you. In fact, send me like 5 or however many I need to buy. James Buster Reeves. You even got the Laser 84 font, like the font that I love to use. James, I've been a supporter through Subscribestar for a little over a year now. Love the TFBTV content, especially from you. I hope that some people don't ruin Mailroom for the rest of us. I'm sure it gets old, getting creepy, gross, and plain weird things from people, but just know there are normies out here that like to see you shoot the shit in a more laid-back way. No telling when you'll get this, but it seems like we haven't had a cinema-themed top 5 in a while. I'd like to see another. I love doing this. Like, I love cinema, and I love top 5s. If you guys can think of any that you specifically want to see, like the top 5, like I love doing, you know, the Guns of Die Hard and shit like that. But if there's anything that you want to see, just let me know. Maybe I'll get Taron Butler to, I'll show him my precious, and he will go through a list with me again. Stay strong. Thank you for the awesome videos. Included is a koozie me and my wife made special just for you. Hope you enjoyed, Dustin. Dustin, please, man, I love this. I hate that I just tore a hole. My wife is going to crack up when she sees this shit, and I will legitimately use this when I'm driving around my Subaru Sandbar drinking beer on the beach this summer. And this is random. An American flag themed set of Oakleys. These probably weren't cheap. Did you just re-gift these? I'd try them on right now, but wearing this stupid Christmas Hawaiian shirt, everything's gonna look bad. Josh from Wasilla, Alaska. Oh no. You know what, I'm gonna need more wine for this one. Booger Josh in Discord, you might not recognize me, but you have 2 patches I've made on your patch wall, Weekend and Butt Fuck. Oh, the Butt Fuck tactical guys. I'm amazed they've stayed within frame of your videos since you got them. Puts a smile on my face every time I see them in a new video. Dude, the only reason is because I'm too goddamn lazy to actually move them. In fact, thank you for the reminder. I need to get rid of those. I became obsessed with morale patches since I bought my first one in 2016. I've amassed an absurdly large collection that's filled up a 48 by 60 Velcro panel, overflowing to a second panel. I tried guesstimating the value of my collection one time, and let's say I'm ashamed I don't own night vision yet. This is not a flex, it's a cry for help. Let me help you estimate the value of your patch wall. I'm gonna go ahead and say, let's see, so 48 by 60 Velcro patches. Most patches are 2 inches by 3 inches, so that would be $0. That's, your patch collection is worth $0. My love for patches eventually developed into designing and making my own custom patches, which I've sold to friends. I've gotten good enough at graphic design and have made enough profit that I want to take this hobby to the next level. Sell as a legit patch store, Weekend Graphics, that's WKND-GRFX. I noticed others have sent you their portfolio, so I'm using that as an excuse to show my dumbass shit. That's fine, that's what I'm here for. I really appreciate you guys just watching this bullshit. I've included a few of my original patch designs along with some holo stickers I sell in my store. I've got a Redbubble page where I post all of my designs that haven't become patches yet, so I included some products from that. Stickers, magnets, coasters, and a shirt. Hopefully it's the right size. I'm a schmedium. I'm like a medium or a large, just all depends. As my business card says, business card. The man has a business card. He makes patches. My designs are shitpost inspired and driven because, like your videos, I like combining guns and comedy and have a retarded sense of humor from the old days of Gun It that I want to keep alive. If you guys remember the Reddit Weekend Gun It, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't. If you do, then get help. I'm also on Instagram trying to grow a following there, reaching out to fellow veteran autists by posting my patches, meme AR builds, and toes. I was in Commando Store's newsletter, which makes me as famous as you, I think. Enough bullshit for me now. No pressure to fit all these in the camera frame on your wall as long as the weekend one remains. Always enjoy your videos. I appreciate you occasionally talking to us autists, even though not artists, autists, even though it usually ends with us roasting you. Excuse. Keep up the good work. Sincerely, Booger Josh. From Laplace, Louisiana. You could have handed it to me, but thank the Lord you didn't. James, there's no way in hell I was handwriting this letter so you could rag on my shitty penmanship. I took the liberty to increase the font size for you since you officially turned old this year. You're goddamn right, man. It sucks. Like, I like my life. I really enjoy what I'm doing, and I even sometimes enjoy doing this, and turning old has fucking sucked, man. I like being in shape, and it's like, things ache that used to not ache. I'm turning into a fat fuck. My hair's turning gray. I hate it. I'm a longtime viewer, attended the grand opening of Neutral Ground Gun Company. I had a great time as you and the staff were incredibly welcoming. Dude, we love it. Like, we do it because we love it. And it's hard to be shitty at something if you love it. I didn't get to shoot because I was interrupted with something more important while I was in line waiting, but it's all good. Your witty humor was on par with your videos. God, I was getting super drunk towards the end of it and like saying super, super inappropriate stuff. And they were like kids at the grand opening. Whatever, everybody, I mean, you expect that from me. Your witty humor is on par with your videos. My favorite was when you announced the winner of the American flag high point carbine. Very strong Spanish name, gentleman. Yeah, it was funny. Some guy, dude, I had to make a comment. It was some guy that was like, Jesus de Balthazar or some shit. Fucking Don Quixote or some fucking won this thing. And so it's like I had to comment about how awkward it was, and it's like I offended literally everyone there. As a token of appreciation, I've enclosed a copy of the book Shockwave, a look back at the stories and images chronicling Tulane's improbable 2022 season. It was incredible, wasn't it? 2023 wasn't bad either. And its miraculous victory in the Cotton Bowl. I'm not an alumnus like yourself, but I've been a lifelong fan. I tell people it's by birth, not by choice. I figure, well, I mean, at least you're not an LSU fan. Those assholes are so obnoxious. It's worse than like the people from Pensacola who are Alabama fans and they never finished high school. Like, I don't get it. So at least you're not an LSU fan. That's a great poll. Who are the worst college football fans? Tell me in the comments. I figured this would be something you would enjoy having on your coffee table at bookshop. I will. If you already have a copy, I don't. Or you don't want this one, I do want this one. Please pass it along to one of the other 105 fans we have. That's funny. Keep the videos coming as they're informative and mostly enjoyable. LOL. Turn to page 69 of the book to locate my identity. XOXO. Yep. Oh, there we go. 69, boys. I love it. It's great, like an album cover. That's hilarious. Yeah, I got a couple of guns out to take this photograph at my grand opening, again with children being present. So it's a miracle I've lived this long, honestly, and not died and only been to jail once. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. The good stuff. Hi, James. Late Christmas gift or an early one, depending on your perspective. I intended to ship this before Christmas 2022, never got around to it. Thank you for the humorous and engaging videos throughout the last couple of years. I've been subscribed, no problem. Thanks to you and Stargate, the PS90 was one of my first firearms, which in hindsight was not the smartest due to the ammo prices back when I got it. But hey, if you still have it now, it's pretty good. I'd SBR it, right? Pensacola is kind of a spot I frequent every year or so. The last trip there, I saw one of your brother's campaign signs. Small world, and I thought I've been going to Pensacola for years. Have you ever heard of The Secret by Byron Price? Actually, no. I'm specifically referring to the images and verses. Check it out, something you and Lindsay may enjoy or could solve. New Orleans and Milwaukee, coincidentally, are 2/12 potential sites. Okay. I'll look into that. But I love Milwaukee. I've probably mentioned that before. You guys are wrapping up the Christmas markets right now. And that's some good shit, man. You guys, Milwaukee, like New Orleans, I know you have it tough right now. Crime and fucking hobos and all this shit. Lastly, congratulations on opening Neutral Ground Gun Company. I'll definitely visit my next trip down. Thanks for continuing Mailroom and good luck. Best regards, Nick. Send me the good. Hopefully this is still as delicious as it usually is, but it's been sitting in the dark in an air-conditioned room, so I don't see any reason why not. New Glarus sampler pack. Got some Spotted Cow in here, I'm sure, along with a bunch of other different delicious beers. Thank you so much. I love Spotted Cow is probably my #1 most favorite beer of all time. This is awesome. Thanks again. All right, last one. Speaking of Milwaukee and places that have gone to shit, this guy's from Chicago. I'm not sure he wants me to reveal. Oh, I'm not sure he wants me to reveal his identity. And you know what? Like, dude, I want to dox you right now, you sick son of a bitch. Go from getting one of the best drinks of all time, Spotted Cow, to Malort. Malort. I refuse to believe that Malort is anything other than a psyop at this point. No one drinks this and enjoys it. Chicago makes Malort simply to piss people off, and it does. Like, it pisses me off. This is the most disgusting drink ever devised. I do like the Christmas ornament though. The ornament, cool, I appreciate it. The Malort, probably going to give this to the guy who lives in a van over by the levee, right by the range. I know what you want, and I'm gonna give it to you because it's Christmas time-ish. I mean, I am an alcohol dumpster. I can drink nearly everything. I would rather French kiss my 85-year-old dad than drink another shot of this. So you guys just got to see it. Christmas 2023, James Reeves drank his last shot of Malort ever. That was it. I'm never drinking this shit again. Never f***ing send it again. I'm not gonna drink it on camera again, that's for goddamn sure. I hate you guys. Happy New Year.